Let's talk about your $100 hourly rate, because you mentioned it a few times in the video. How did you come to that? Is that average for handymen in this area?
So just what is the difference in pay for the handymen in the UK versus handymen over in the US? Now, I've interviewed a lot of handymen over the last couple of months. What I have noticed interviewing all of these guys is that they all feel that they're just underpaid. You know, after all the costs of running a business, generally they're struggling to make much more than what they would get from minimum wage, and kind of feeling that it's not really for them, which is why then they're trying to get a job working for me. Over here in the UK, you could expect for an hour's work as a handyman to be about £60 per hour, and then if they're putting in about 8 hours work, so like a full day, then they're going to charge maybe £200, which honestly is about what it is. And exactly what that is, £200 divided then by 8 hours work is £25 per hour, which for an employee may actually sound okay, but when you're taking out of that, you know, obviously travel costs and then costs for paying for your van and all the tools and all this other stuff that comes with actually running a business, it really doesn't leave an awful lot. Certainly not much more than you would get from minimum wage. So then, what about the Americans? How much do American handymen earn?
My average invoice is anywhere between $500 and $1,500.
Wow.
So I make about $800 a day by myself, and then as I include other people, I can make, you know, I think the best day I've had was a $3,000 day or something like that.
Wow.
£800 a day, £100 an hour. Well, not pounds, obviously dollars, but pretty crazy, right? I checked it out right here as well. So this is what is the handy person's rate here in 2024. So normal range there between 177,691. If we go down to the hourly rates, that is between average £90 per hour. So the guy that you just saw, a little bit over average, because the high rate would be 140 an hour. At this point, you're probably thinking, let's just all move to the US. And I don't blame you. So what that works out at is $800 in pounds. It's actually £633 right now in the UK. Can you imagine that as, like, you know, a handyman making £600 per day? It's just insane, right? The average rate would be more like sort of £60 an hour. So maybe if you're doing the smaller jobs and you're just going for little hour and 2 hour jobs rather than a full day, you can charge a bit more, because obviously you've got your call out fee. It's going to be a bit more annoying, okay, doing those little smaller jobs. But if you could do that and fill your days up with little small jobs, you could potentially get somewhere near earning that kind of money. But yeah, not really. Guys, that pretty much says it all. You know, us in the UK, we're really just undercharging massively where we should be as handymen. And if you see this video right here, you're going to find out just how bad the situation is based on what handymen were earning here in the UK back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Do check it out. You may be surprised.